What you're about to hear was never meant to be solved. On January 11th, 2013, 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson was found dead, rolled up in a wrestling mat in the gym of Lowndes High School in Valdosta, Georgia. The scene was bizarre, haunting, and would quickly become the center of one of the most controversial investigations in recent history. Authorities initially ruled Kendrick's death an accident, claiming he had fallen into the mat while trying to retrieve a shoe. But almost immediately, things didn't add up. Kendrick's parents refused to accept the official explanation and began their own investigation, and what they found was chilling. The autopsy photos, the surveillance footage gaps, the missing organs, the blood-stained shoe that wasn't even tested, and perhaps most unsettling of all, the second autopsy, which concluded Kendrick died of blunt force trauma, not positional asphyxia like originally claimed. The school's surveillance footage showed Kendrick entering the gym, but not leaving. Multiple cameras were conveniently blurred or mysteriously out of sync. The time gaps raised more questions than they answered. How could a school full of students offer no witnesses? How could an entire investigation ignore so many red flags? The Johnson family filed a wrongful death lawsuit, alleging their son was murdered and the crime was covered up. Names were named, suspicions raised. But still, no one has ever been charged. Despite national outrage, countless news reports, and massive social media campaigns, Kendrick's death remains shrouded in secrecy. Over a decade later, this case continues to spark debates about race, corruption, and justice in America. Was Kendrick Johnson the victim of a tragic accident? Or was his death a murder that someone went to great lengths to hide? Kendrick's story is not just about one boy's tragic end. It intertwines with the deep-seated issues that plague society. As the Johnson family fought tirelessly for the truth, they encountered resilient silence, barriers erected by those in power, and a cultural landscape that often prioritizes convenience over justice. As each revelation surfaced, they confronted not only the pain of loss, but the harsh realities that accompany standing against an entrenched system. Every unanswered question felt like a new burden, fueling their determination to ensure Kendrick's voice would not fade into obscurity. The Johnson family's search for justice led them to uncover not only the peculiarities surrounding Kendrick's death, but also the chilling indifference displayed by institutions meant to protect their community. They were met with closed doors and unreturned calls, their pursuit met with hostility rather than assistance. With every lead they followed, new layers of complexity emerged, revealing a tapestry of negligence and fear that clung to the case like a fog. As they navigated through the shadows of corruption, they realized that the fight for their son was not merely about seeking answers, but also about confronting a system that perpetuated injustice, demanding accountability in a world that seemed all too willing to forget. The lack of transparency surrounding Kendrick's death ignited a fire within the community. Activists rallied, demanding justice not just for Kendrick, but for all those silenced by a system that often protects its own. Protests erupted outside the school, where messages of hope and anger coalesced into a powerful call for change. Support poured in from across the country as hashtags trended and celebrities spoke out. Each voice added to a chorus that insisted on accountability, slowly transforming grief into collective action. The Johnson family's journey became emblematic of a broader struggle against oppression, reminding everyone that each name matters, each story counts, and justice delayed is justice denied. In this fight, Kendrick's legacy began to shine brighter, carving a path toward a future where such tragedies might be prevented. As the years passed, Kendrick's memory remained a rallying point for many, and songs were written, art created, all honoring a young life cut short. The quest for truth turned into a movement, illuminating societal fractures that begged for healing. In the end, Kendrick Johnson's tragic story serves as a poignant reminder of the urgent need for transparency and accountability. His legacy, woven into the fabric of social justice, challenges us all to confront injustice head-on, ensuring that no voice is silenced and that no life is forgotten. Some cases are forgotten. Others remain unknown.